So what's going on guys, Kate is here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you how I got to Paragon level 200 as a free-to-play player in Diablo Immortal. So for new players it might seem easy to level up, but in Diablo Immortal there's a cap that doesn't allow you to get too high of a Paragon level, and if you do then your XP efficiency goes down. So in today's video I will explain how this system works, then I will show you how can you overcome the experience reduction penalty, and then lastly I will just go over where are the best places to farm fast levels, what you have to do every single day and much more. So if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then moving over to the first part of this video, in which I will explain how this whole Paragon system works and what are some general tips and tricks that you should know. So first things first, after you reach level 60, you will start gaining Paragon levels. So instead of going to level 61 or level 62, you go to Paragon level 1, Paragon level 2 and etc. But unlike with normal leveling, there are caps and limitations to this system. So every 24 hours the server resets and it tells you what is your new server Paragon, and depending on the server Paragon you will get more or less experience if you're above that number. So let me give you an example. Let's say that my server Paragon is level 20. So that means that all players who are below level 20 will be able to gain experience at 100% efficiency. But on the other hand, if you're above the Paragon level 20, then your experience gain will be reduced. So if you're level 23, your efficiency will be around 70% instead of 100. Then if you're level 25, then your experience will be at 50%, and you basically get the idea. For each player and server, the stats are different, so you can check it when you open your inventory and move your cursor over the Paragon level. So overall the system allows newer players to catch up, and the hardcore players not be able to get too high of a level by themselves. So that's why getting to level 200 is a very good achievement. I'm personally not the highest Paragon on my server, my friend is level 210, with a lot of better gear, so a lot of tips that I will explain will be from both of our experiences. But then first of all, one of the biggest tips that helped me a lot is to not redeem your battle pass. So when you play the game in the background you slowly gain rewards. You can fill your battle pass and even complete different side quests, from which you can get experience. And as I previously explained that if you're above the server Paragon level, your experience efficiency gets reduced. So that's why the longer we save the XP rewards, the more you will get at a higher level. Because for example, when I was level 29, my XP efficiency was about 20%. So that means that for normal player getting 5 levels will take the same time as for me getting only 1. So when you are at this point, you want to redeem all of your battle pass and other rewards. So this way we don't have to wait a whole day for the server Paragon level to change, and we can use the higher level gear right away. So overall my recommendation is to only redeem your battle pass till rank 10, which is the point that you can choose one legendary item for your class, and then from that point save your XP rewards and redeem them only when you're close to reaching thresholds like level 20, 30 and 40 and etc. For me it worked perfectly that in the 7th day I spent all of my battle pass points. But you want to do this if you're not playing a lot, then at least once a week, because every 7 days the battle pass has a cap around 2400 points per week. So to maximize your gains, spend them only once per week when you are at your highest Paragon level. Then another tip that players often overlook is what build they're using and what class they are running, especially if you're playing solo. About 90% of my leveling I did in a full 4-player group, and then when usually other players were sleeping I did the same route just solo. My overall calculations were that being solo versus a group removed about 20% efficiency, just pure time wise. I personally haven't played all classes solo till Paragon level 30, so I'm mainly basing my opinion on what my other warband members were saying. But I think that you can run any class as long as it's optimized 100%. So if you run in a group, then you run a full group buff build, or then if you're solo, you go full DPS and etc. Lucky for you, I have made endgame builds for every single class, so check them out, and those builds will definitely give you the best XP per hour. So then moving over to the next part, where I will show you the best endgame activities that you want to do every day to not only maximize your XP but your gear as well, because more gear and resources equal to more power, and more power equals to faster levels. So then first of all, as soon as you log in the game, open the shop menu and claim the free daily reward in the bundle pass section. Then kill one monster and claim your first kill of the day reward, and this should usually take only about 1 minute. Then second of all, kill all the Hell Quarry bosses. If you kill it for the first time, you will get a new trophy and a combat rating boost. that is very useful. Time to complete this will take about 15 minutes, and you can do this twice per week. Then moving over to the third one, which are the daily activity rewards, and this one is the most important part of your daily routine. It requires that you earn 120 battle pass points before you can receive the reward in the codex. The rewards are 1 charm, 1 scoria and 300 platinum. You can passively complete this task as you work on your other tasks, and this will usually take about 30 to 60 minutes each day. Then moving over to the next one, which is the cycle of Shive activities. Ranking up your faction will give you very powerful rewards. For Shadows, reaching Whisper 4 gives you a huge power boost, and for Immortals you can get the first pick in the vault to get exclusive triple stat legendaries. So for Immortal you want to do dailies like Defending the Vault, Kian's Ordeal and Rite of Exile, and then for Shadows you want to do Contract, Assembly, Raiding Vault and Rite of Exile. Most of these activities are PvE and PvP based, and meant to do with multiple players. I will make soon a video on this topic, but in a short summary, you want to join one of the two factions and complete all of their daily quests. That will in return give you gold, materials, legendary items and much more. So then moving over to the next one, and not all zone events are created equal, but during your daily routine you should stop whatever you're doing to complete 3 of the timed events, which are the PvP arena in the Bilefen, Haunted Carriage in the Ashwood Cemetery, and the Ancient Nightmare in the Mount Zavain every 2 hours. They each drop 6 enchanted dust, with the PvP arena rewarding a guaranteed item if you win. Whenever these come up, do them, and they should be usually available from 8 AM to 12 PM server time. If you join the event right as it starts, then it will usually take about 5 minutes. So then moving over to the next one, which is the Kul's Hidden Chambers, and this daily zone event takes place in the library of the Zoltan Kul. You have to search library for the last pages. Once you collect 5, it will form into a portal tome that opens a portal to one of the Kul's hidden chambers. Inside you will face bunch of monsters, and you can open chests, which will contain enhanced dust and equipment jobs. And here is a simple map that will help you out in completing this quest a lot quicker. When you open a portal tome, there's a chance that the Kul's Hydrae or the Sandstone Golem will be summoned. If you want to do the daily limit, which is 10 runs, then it should usually take about 30 to 60 minutes. Then moving over to one of the last events, which are bounties, and you can complete up to 8 bounties per day. The rewards are nothing special, but it will give you a decent amount of gold and experience. Make sure that you're picking up the monstrous essence while you're completing the bounties for extra battle points. Similar to Diablo 3, these are short quests completed in the open world areas or dungeons, and all daily bounties should usually take about 45 minutes. So then moving over to the dungeons. If you still have time, then it's time to spam dungeons. And this is one of the best ways to level up your Paragon and gain a bunch of materials and set items, which are very important to improve your character. Most players spam dungeons after finishing their bounties and faction events, so team up with other players to get them done faster. Each dungeon should usually take about 5 minutes, so if you have time then run as many as you want, but if not, then you can skip this activity whenever you don't feel like it. So then let's summarize all of this in few seconds. Your daily routine will take around 1.5 to 2 hours each day if you only do PvE, or then 3 hours if you do PvP as well. And then from here, no matter if you have 10 more hours left or whatever number you have, then from this point and onwards till the next day, then you want to go to one of the best farming spots and farm them 24/7. So then moving over to the last and final part, where I will show you the best legendary items and best XP farming spots. And as you know, everything is random luck based, so that's why you want to farm the best spots where you're likely to get more legendaries and faster experience than in other places. And the top 3 best spots I found is first of all the Mount Zavain, and this is usually the best route that works the best for most mobs and highest loot jobs. Then afterwards, of course, you want to go to the library of Zoltan Kul, and this is the best route that you usually should take. And then lastly, you want to farm Bilefen, and this is the best and most optimized route that usually works the best. In my opinion, there's no one single best way to farm legendaries, so what I do is I rotate between them, and this usually gives me about 10 to 15% more drops than just farming one single spot. So what I usually like to do is go to the library of Zoltan Kul in the morning and grind for a few hours till players come online and wake up. Then I go to the Mount Zavain and farm there for a few hours more. And then I finish the day with farming dungeons or Bilefen. And the higher Paragon level you are, the higher difficulty you can do. So for example, right now I only farm in the Hell difficulty 3. The way you optimize your job rate is by doing this in a group. but if you can, then you can do this solo as well, but it will be a bit slower. But then besides that, few other tips that help me farm is to change my sleeping schedule. So for example, instead of going to sleep at 2 AM and waking up at 10, I go to sleep at 10 PM and wake up at 6 AM, and this way I can start grinding when most people are still sleeping. Then of course, the second best thing to do is play in not very populated server. And if you already have a main character in the popular server, then at least I did it for my 2 alts. I created them in a different server, and my alts are having a bit easier time to farm gear, and as the server doesn't really matter if you're only doing PvE content, so this just works out perfectly for me. And then lastly, of course, to optimize your runs, you want to use the best build, and lucky for you, I have made already full endgame build guides for every single class, so check them out, and that's about it. So I really do appreciate everyone for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, then please leave a like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you won't miss any more amazing content from me. With that said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in my next video, so take it easy, peace.